Morning everybody, welcome to WEBBY'S World. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. We're talking about 20 degrees up to 25 on a fantastic day. We have got two super guests. We've got me big bag, Big Simon. How are you, big boy?
How are you, mate?
All right, son.
I'm lovely,
and we bought one of his good pals who's just come to see him on his jolly because it was his 60th birthday last week. Big Richie. How are you, Richie?
Good man, good man.
Right,
Thanks, Webby.
Thanks for coming over. I invited him on a few days ago. He said, Webby, love to. He's going to send you all his pals, so we're going to have an absolute cracking day. First and foremost, don't forget, listen, health. PSA, get your fat asses off. Get to the doctors and get it all checked. Your prostate. I've always got to put that in. And we've got a very special guest that sent me a message just now, and we're going to bring that up in a few minutes' time. First and foremost, we haven't been on for a couple of weeks because the weather. Number one. Number two, we've had internationals, which is always crap for us.
Rubbish.
Absolute crap. So we like the Premiership. We like, I was going to say Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, and all them. I've just sworn. I'm sorry, but
sorry,
I can't say Spurs.
Stop sticking up for Foggy,
I got to stick up for Foggy.
Foggy, sticking up for you again, mate.
I always do. Right, listen. First and foremost, there were some games on Tuesday and Wednesday just passed, and we're going to bring a few up on Richie's phone. So you're a gooner, aren't you, Richie?
I am, mate. Yeah.
Have you been a season ticket or
35 years?
35 years season ticket, absolute quality. So he's a proper gooner. Proper gooner. Number two in the Premier League. They're not going to take Liverpool. We wish they would, but we don't think it's going to happen.
No.
Until the fat lady sings, it is. Right, some games. Let's watch some games. What games do we have?
Forest Man United. We'll start with Forest Man United, mate.
Yeah.
You know, the goal the kid scored, the Langer.
Yeah.
You know, come from your lot.
Yeah. Come from
right? Your second lot, sorry.
Yeah, my second lot.
Man United.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Forest paid for him, to be fair. A lot of money, but he scored a cracking goal.
Yeah.
Run from his own half, from his own half.
And they didn't want to tackle him, but that's really...
Why? Why not tackle it? Even Richie said it was a great goal.
Yeah.
Why not tackle? What's the problem here?
Did he think he was going to have a yellow
card or
red
card thing?
Yeah,
I
don't know.
Well, that's VAR for you. Get it out. Get it out. Get it rid of it, mate.
Well, we'll talk about that VR in a couple of minutes because I'm a bit disappointed about one game that happened, and it took them 4 minutes at Anfield. You know what I mean? Liverpool.
The Tarkowski?
No. There was
Tarkowski, he's at millions a red card.
We know. Talk about the second goal for Liverpool. It took 4 minutes.
Well,
there was a second goal.
Because it's
He was
Liverpool.
offside.
Because it's Liverpool.
I know.
What
do you mean because it's Liverpool?
I'm not going to have a spilt milk. The goal's offside.
Yeah.
You know it's offside.
It was a fraction, that one.
It's offside.
Okay.
Whether you're telling me...
No, listen.
Whether you're telling me the geezer stood in front of the goalkeeper, whatever way it was offside.
I know, but why did they take 4 minutes?
Because that's Liverpool. Because they wanted to give him the goal.
Richie?
But that was very similar to the Marino goal.
Yeah.
In our last tie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
PSV.
Yeah.
PSV, okay.
Very, very similar.
Right, let's get back to Nottingham Forest, mate. I saw it in Webby's corner. Forest won.
We was all there with you,
you were on the outside Arsenal Fulham.
Yeah.
You beat Fulham 2-1, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you deserve that?
Yeah. Fulham were poor. We weren't great, but Fulham were terrible.
Yeah.
To be fair though, Fulham had some great chances in the second half.
In the second half, they come alive.
That could have nicked it. They could have nicked it at the end.
But United, I thought United, again, not saying because they played really well. They did not deserve to lose. But at the end of the day, you've got to score a goal. Rashford, he's gone to Villa and he's scoring goals for fun.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what, right? Do you know what? I'll say it now and I don't care because all our pals have got to see this, right?
Yeah.
No one on our group, and I believe there's over 200 members on our group, right?
Yeah.
No one thanks Rashford, me being one of them.
Yeah.
I don't believe for 1 minute you turn a bad footballer overnight.
No.
He weren't happy at United.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy and he weren't performing.
No, I know.
But what he's done since he's gone now is unbelievable. And we were scared for the wages. He's on 350 a week.
3,500.
3,500 a week. So you've got to pay 90% of that or 75% of that.
Yeah.
So you're paying a lot of money.
For him to score goals for Villa.
But now they're saying if he goes to Villa now, he's going to take a pay cut. If he signs from in the summer, he'll take a big pay cut.
Is that because they haven't got the money to pay out? But they've never been big
because
wages.
He's happy.
Yeah.
He's happy there.
Yeah, I know.
He's playing really good football again.
I still don't think he's an
international fun.
Every time I played, the last international for England, just stank quite got it.
Yeah, he did. He drifted
but will
in.
it come back? Will it come back?
I don't know.
Maybe. But
he needs confidence.
You've got to talk about Villa. Yeah. They went all balls in the January transfer.
Got rid of John Duran.
Got 2 great loan signings.
Yeah.
Got the fella from Madrid.
Asensio.
He's been, in fact, I would say he's been a better buy or a better loan than Rashford.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The pair of them have done unbelievable. And they got the other kid, João Gomez, is it? They got another kid, or a Spanish kid they bought for peanuts.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
They do well, haven't they?
They done really well with that money that John Duran got them, 70 or 80 million.
Yeah.
You know, they've spent it wise, they've done well.
I saw Aston Villa fruit man John in a garage this morning, and he said Webby we're flying. He's loving it, absolutely loving it. Every time
they're flying, they are flying. I don't know if they're going to be good enough to get Champions League top 4.
No.
I think they'll 5th or 6th they might get, you know, European football again.
But then again, if you come 5th, you're likely to be in the Champions League.
True.
So it could be top 5.
And let's be fair, they're still in the FA Cup semi-finals.
Yeah, they are.
They're still in the Champions League.
PSG, that's right.
Yeah.
They're doing well.
So that's good.
Well.
Okay.
The other game, what was the other game?
We had
West Ham Sean.
They lost
Wolves.
2-1.
Jason the Yorkshire's against West Ham Sean.
2-0.
That's all you saw of.
Poor. West Ham were poor.
Yeah, very.
Even with Potter back there.
He's not done enough, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Since he's gone there,
he
ain't. I'm not saying he ain't stamped his authority on the club, but he ain't doing it the way he done it at Brighton.
No, he's not.
If that makes any sense.
Perhaps
he's not doing it the way he done it at Brighton. He was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. You couldn't fault him.
You can't change players overnight.
No.
And the thing is, he's got to wait until obviously the end of the season, assuming he's still there, which I'm sure he will be.
But they have spent a few quid.
Yeah, no, they have.
West Ham have spent a lot of money, you know, to get where they are.
Yeah.
But since Moyes has left, they've gone backwards. Look where they are in the league, and they all were screaming, "Get rid of him, get rid of him." Now, my mate Cameron will be the first to say it.
Yeah.
He didn't want him to go because there weren't no one better out there at that time.
No, for sure.
You know?
Right, let's go down to Dean's Court. Bournemouth taking on
Dean Court.
Dean Court.
Not Vitality Stadium.
Yeah.
Court. So how old is
That's
how old he is.
We've got Dean Court. We've got Bournemouth taking on Ipswich. Third bomb. They look as if they're going to go down. 3 up, 3 down. They've gone to Bournemouth. And Bournemouth, did you know, they were flying. They've lost 4 at home on the bounce. 4 games at home on the bounce.
Yeah, Richard said earlier that they fell away a little bit.
They have.
I didn't know 4 on the bounce.
Yeah, but Clivert has been scoring for fun. So, but they went away to Newcastle a few weeks ago and they smashed them, didn't they? I think Clivert got a hat trick.
Yeah, they were good
so it's all changing, isn't it? Southampton. Well, I'm just saying, who did Southampton? Man City. Man City. Southampton.
No, Man City.
No, Southampton drew, didn't they?
Yeah, 1-1. 1-1. They equalised away from home. 1-1.
Last header, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was 1-1 away from home. But Man City 1-2-0 at home.
Richard's going to go already if you don't look.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
He's
going to have a little
nut. Have a little nut.
I don't think
there was 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Conceding the next time against Palace.
Palace, yeah.
Palace scored, didn't they? Palace scored, and then he nicked it.
Yeah. What a cracking little team, Palace, aren't they?
Well, that manager, you know, Glazer, he's done so well because the first 10 games, they was effed.
Yeah.
Excuse my French. They were mullered. They were gone.
Yeah.
Everyone said they were going down. Well, now he's turned them round.
Never knew.
They're in a cup semi-final, FA Cup semis, right? I don't think they've lost for quite a while.
No.
They're scoring goals. Eze's come right to the front again, you know. Scored for England again last week, you know.
I think they missed Eze earlier on in the season.
Yeah, he was injured, bad injury, you know.
You know, that just shows you how good he is.
But
big shout out to Alan Fernandez, my big Crystal Palace pal.
But they are flying.
Yeah.
I think they're doing very well.
Was there any more games? Nothing big, was there? Tuesday, was enough with it?
No, there was Thursday, last night.
Oh,
sorry, the night before last.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Last there, that was a funny one, wasn't it?
You're going to say...
Foggy, how did your mum get on?
If you're not subscribed to Foggy, my pal, Foggy, he is the explorer. He's from Leon Sea, all right, down here near Southend.
Yeah, near West Ham and Tottenham, by the way.
I'll tell you a story in a minute.
He sent me a lovely message on my birthday, and I don't want to take the mick out of it, but Foggy, mate, I know you love that mob, right? But they are shocking.
They were poor Thursday. I watched it second half.
They were poo. I'm sorry to say.
Chelsea wasn't great.
No, but they were lucky it's only 1.
Yeah, I know, but Chelsea...
It could have been so much more than 1.
They were poor, weren't they?
Now, at the end of the game, part of the crowd,
Yeah.
the Spurs fans.
Yeah.
The players have come over
Yeah.
to clap the fans, and they're all getting the F off.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all they were getting off the fans. The
I
fans
saw
were
it.
really. The geezer in the black puffer jacket.
Yeah, no, so,
he
did
was
you see it?
going mad.
Yeah, but the manager, with a P,
Yeah.
right, he wouldn't go, he always goes down.
He can't.
He
He
can't.
can't. 'Cause after last time,
Last time he
he threatened to
Yeah,
go in the crowd.
in the crowd.
He said, "Well, come and talk to me like that," and they had to take
And
him
he
away.
actually stayed
Now
there
he
just
he
looking.
just can't now.
But they were effing him, blinded, and they were going,
Players,
I've never
they're
seen it.
mad. I've never seen that.
No, nor me.
They were going mad.
And the great thing about Tottenham losing last night, we celebrated St Tottenham's Day today.
Today, St Tottenham's Day.
No, I did see it on the blog, yeah.
So
Say Tottenham.
it's another benefit of them.
Foggy, I saw these two
What
outside.
it is, it's the day in the Football League,
Yeah.
in the Premier League, where Tottenham can't physically finish above Arsenal anymore.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah,
is?
it's St Tottenham's Day,
Ah, flipping. All you
And it
Tottenham
ain't even
fans.
Easter. It ain't even Easter.
All you Tottenham fans, I'll give you the address of these two, right, where they live, alright? I'll give you the address. You can send the boys round.
Give them riches.
Give
Give
them
them riches.
Yeah, come down the chain.
Right, listen, before we go on to
See you
the
there.
shut up. Before we go on to the predictions for this afternoon, right, the one big red card should have been, which was Liverpool-Everton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
I watched a little bit on Sky Sports
Nasty
News.
tackle.
And-
Nasty.
The referee, Hillary, what's his name? The ref on there, and he said 100% a red card.
It has to be.
A red card.
No, it has to be.
I didn't see it. I only saw some.
Oh, it's nasty.
Still
It's
photos.
nasty.
So, but why did the ref not give a red then?
Well, they said they went to VAR, and I don't know what their excuse was, which is why we need
Yeah.
the ref talking into the mic
Mike, yeah.
to tell us why it's not a red,
Keep us
or
informed.
why it is a red.
Yeah.
They do it at rugby.
Yeah.
They do it
Yeah.
now at tennis. They've done it at rugby for years.
Yeah, quality.
Third umpire,
Yeah.
he says, and the guy says, he listens, and then he tells the whole crowd.
That's cricket.
No, but they called it umpire. They don't call it a ref in
Okay,
rugby.
okay.
Call it third umpire.
Okay.
Going up to the third man, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, cricket, Hawkeye.
Yeah, okay.
They tell you over the tannoy
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Tennis, when you get the bleep, they do it.
Yeah.
Why don't? Because our game, our league, is
Yeah.
so corrupt.
Yeah, agreed.
They can't afford to do it.
It's all money.
It's all money, mate.
All money big.
Disgusting.
Right then, this afternoon we've got some games, and tomorrow's Sunday. I think there's one on Monday as
Is
well.
there one this morning, 12:30?
Half 12's a big one
Is
this
there
morning.
one? Where's Everton, Steve?
Is it Coventry? I don't
Oh,
give-
sorry.
No, shut up.
Sorry. I thought it was the Arsenal.
Shut up, shut up,
Coventry,
you
who are they playing?
Shut up, you muppet. Coventry.
PSUB. Is it-
Play up Sky. Coventry.
No, PUSB.
We're playing. I'm getting
Play up Sky Blues.
I'm definitely going to give you his address of it. It's Coventry taking on the big Burnley. They're undefeated in 26 games.
Where is it?
Is it Coventry? Is it Highfield Road?
I feel,
I feel-
the
I've been
Rico
there.
Arena.
The Rico. PUSB. Oh, the CBS
Are you
Arena.
going to win?
Listen, wouldn't you?
come on.
Oh,
I think Fat Frank. I don't know, mate.
Big
He's
fat-
done well
listen.
this. He's
Did
gone
you
already.
get? Do you know when
well,
Terry first arrived? Did you lose that night on the Tuesday or the Wednesday of last week? Did
Terry.
you play? Did you lose to Blackburn or someone? Did you lose to
no,
Blackburn?
we lost to Derby 2-0 on the
Derby
Tuesday.
on
And
the
then-
Tuesday.
and then we beat the Mackham 3-0 on
it
the
was
Saturday.
Tuesday. It was on the Tuesday because I saw Terry. And
Right.
he said, "Oh, Webby was very angry."
Rebby's always angry.
Very always
right,
angry.
yeah, but we do half the time. Right, let's go on to predictions. Right, first and foremost, we'll go off 15th place Everton. Bit of Goodison Park, big Stevie. Stevie who lives down here with beautiful
Yeah.
Rachel.
Stay on the tools with Arthur. Don't let me see you if you beat us, mate.
And he's taking on the Gooners Arsenal. Right, you shut your mouth for a minute.
Okay.
Let's bring the big man Richie on.
Oh, Richie.
Richie, come on. Everton taking on second place Arsenal. What do you think the prediction's going to be?
Well, I'll tell you what. Going back to that Charles Coxey sending off,
Yeah.
should have been sent off.
Yeah.
If he did get a red card,
Yeah.
and wasn't playing,
Yeah.
I'd go Arsenal. Yeah. But I think that's got draw ruled over it.
Ooh.
When they played us early on in the season,
Yeah.
Shut shop up.
they shut shop
Yeah.
and he marshalled their defence superbly. He's underrated, mate. He's a great player.
Didn't you draw
Yeah.
at your place with
Yeah,
that?
0-0.
Yeah,
Nil-nil.
0-0.
Nil-nil.
Yeah.
They stunk your place out.
Muller my whole weekend.
Yeah, stunk the place out. But they got a result. So,
Right, so what,
I'm going 1-1.
1-1, big Richie. Right, you a big man, what you going? Everton, come on, Goodison Park, home to Arsenal. One of the last home games
Okay,
ever.
yeah,
at
2-1
Goodison.
Arsenal.
Yeah, you just copied me, you must have read my mind.
I was going to say 3-1.
I'm going to keep with 2-1. 2-1 to the Gunners. Sorry, Stevie.
Yeah, Martinelli's flying at the
but
moment.
I do
He's
think
flying.
Yeah, he did look
you've
sharp.
got to
didn't he?
put
Saka's
pressure
back.
on Liverpool still.
Yeah, we win,
Whatever
we win
you
that
say,
game. We win
you've got to
that
put
game.
right.
Can you, Rick Roaring Reds?
Right. Let's move down
Oh,
to Palace against
the
Brighton.
M25, the M23 derby.
Yeah,
the
this is a big derby.
M23 derby.
12th place Palace taking on 8th place Brighton. They're having a bit of a backlog at the moment. Brighton.
This game's massive. Where we come from,
yeah,
right, South London,
yeah,
Surrey, Sussex. This game is off the scale. This is like Rangers Celtic down there.
Is it that bad?
It's that bad.
Yeah, okay.
It's a bad turnout, this game.
Have they got big firms? They haven't got big firms, have they?
They have for this. They have for this.
They come out of
It's
Woodworth.
one road. Why they got? They're 50 miles.
M23, isn't it?
Yeah, they're 40 miles apart.
Yeah.
But they're both on the same road.
Okay.
The M23.
Right,
and that's
then.
why they call
Right,
it a
let's move
derby.
on. Palace Brighton. What do you reckon now?
Draw.
Draw.
I'm going home win.
On win.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1.
Yeah, do you know something? I'm
Brighton
going
are falling away, Webby.
Yeah, I know they are. I'm going to go on win. I fancy 2-1 Palace. I think they get a result there,
Brighton
Palace.
were poor the other night, but they got slapped.
They got
by Villa.
smashed at home. They did, didn't they?
At home.
Yeah, they
got
did.
licks.
Right, let's move on to Portman Road, Ipswich, 18th in the league, taking on Wolves, who are 17th. That's a tight game. This is one Ipswich have to win.
9 points between
Yeah.
the two of them.
I think they're half safe now, Wolves.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I think
they are. I agree.
after smashing the Irons the other night, I'm going home with, Ipswich. They won the other night, and I think they'll be on the uppers.
Yeah.
They'll put a good fight in.
Okay.
Because out of all the three, I thought they would be the ones that stay up at the start.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going home win 2-1.
2-1. I'm going to sit on the fence. I think this is going to be a little draw. I think it could be a 2-2 draw, this.
Why do you sit on the wall and stop sitting on the fence?
Because I ain't as big as you ugly guess, am I? Oh, I tell you, that's my head in. So yeah, right, we'll get Richie back next week. I tell you, we've got to get Richie back next week.
I'm not going.
Well, if you pay for me flights, I'll come back.
Oh yeah, this was
Down Winton. Down Winton.
Richie over there, down at the deck. Give us one.
Looks like Down Winton.
Right, let's go down to West Ham United, 16th in the table. Potter's mob taking on Bournemouth, who've lost 4 at home on the bounce. They're away. They're 10th in the league. I think that's going to be a tough one. Richie, West Ham home to Bournemouth.
I'm going Bournemouth away win. I fancy them. They need a result. Yeah, and West Ham are falling away. They're awful.
So I'm with you on that because Bournemouth, like Webb said, have lost 4 at home on the bounce, right? But they beat Newcastle. We give them a proper slashing the other week, right?
Yeah, they do.
And West Ham can't buy a win at the moment.
No,
they cannot buy a win for love nor money.
No.
I'm going away win. Sorry, Cam. Sorry, West Ham, Sean. Sorry to all my West Ham friends, but you're bad. You're
I'm going to go against both of you because I think this is important for West Ham to get back on track. And I'm going to go West Ham 1-0 win. Okay?
Wow.
I do. I do. I think they need it. It's massive for them.
Right.
They cannot keep losing. They need to start turning it around.
Okay.
So we'll go West Ham 1-0
They've
win.
always got a chance with Bowen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was going to say Bowen again, probably the winner. He's representing man. Right, let's go to. Right, here we go.
This is my 3 o'clock.
This is the big one.
I can't wait to watch this tomorrow.
We're going to Villa Park,
afternoon, sorry.
Aston Villa, who are flying at the moment, 7th in the league, taking on 3rd place Nottingham Forest, who's playing
game,
super. Now, I've just spoken to my pal Nigel Jemson, who used to play for Forest. He told me a little story. I met him before Christmas, and he said, Webby, I had 2 phone calls. He said, I had one from Brian Clough, Nottingham Forest, to play for them, and I had a phone call from Sir Alex Ferguson to play for Man United, and he chose to play for Nottingham Forest.
You chose to play for Clough. You would, because Clough had been there, been about.
Yeah,
Ferguson had just come to the table.
And Nigel Jemson is a terrific man.
He's a decent goal scorer.
Yeah, great goal scorer. Yeah, he played really well.
Played for big club, Sheffield Wednesday.
The only thing he don't like me at the moment because I keep giving him tips that are losing.
Well, no one likes you for that. Let's be honest, mate. No one likes you for that. I showed you one I got just now, and you said, "Oh, anyone could have picked that."
Yeah, they
so
could.
shut up, man.
Well, they could have favourite.
Shut up, man.
Anybody
Anyway,
could have
we're not all
So
straight.
Nigel
Anyway.
Jemson.
Nigel, tell him don't call you no more, mate. Just tell him you don't want to hear
I
his
love
voice.
you. I love you.
Give it all that.
I love you, big man. I'll give you a winner soon.
He's a liar.
Probably 2026. Right. What's he going
Are we
to?
calling him?
Yeah, no, and he called it 1-1. Nigel said.
What, this game?
Yeah, he said, Webby, 1-1, pal.
For me, high score draw. This high score draw. 2-2, 3-3 for me. This got goals in it. This game.
I'm going Villa win 2-0.
Oh,
wow.
I'm going to go Villa win 2-1.
Villa, yeah.
Sorry, Nige. I just think because Villa are on a great run. I think Forest are going to be guaranteed top 4, whatever happens. Obviously tomorrow, this afternoon. I still think the Villa want to try and get top 5 to get in that Champions League. But if you win the Europa Cup, you automatically get into Champions League, don't
Europa
you?
League, yeah.
That's the reason why Man United will put their best team out, because they want to try and win.
Are the Spuds in that as well? Is that what they were in the conference?
Oh, I think.
They're
in one of
Europa.
them. Yeah, they're in one of them.
Europa. You might play them in the final.
Yeah, hang on.
You'll Foggy will have fisticuffs.
We're talking about that in May, Foggy, when he comes out. Right, let's go down to Griffin Park. Brentford, who are 11th in the league, taking on Stamford Bridge Chelsea.
What's
who were
happened
4th.
to them, Brentford? What's happened to them?
They were undefeated, weren't they?
What has happened to them?
No, you're right, Richie says a small squad.
Bad injuries. They've had a lot of injuries. Same as Arsenal.
Great manager.
City.
Great manager.
Very good manager.
He could go higher, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Right, so Brentford, Chelsea.
Chelsea on the up. These lot, I don't know.
I don't think Chelsea is that.
No, they're not that great.
I know they beat Tottenham.
They're not that
Well,
great.
Jackson's back, and okay, at times he can't hit a barn door. But all I would say is he gives them something different up front.
Yeah.
What's happened to Cole Palmer? What's happened to
No,
him?
he didn't look that good Thursday.
What's happened?
I don't know.
What's gone wrong here?
Yeah.
He looked like he was going to be player of the year this season.
Scoring every week.
He was firing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Sometimes
Brentford, Chelsea.
you have a bit of a dip.
Brentford,
that's
Chelsea.
That's
And it's a derby.
Yeah.
West London derby, massive game.
I know what I'm going to say. I'll wait for you to express.
Trappy.
What do you mean trappy?
Turn around and face the camera,
What do you
please,
mean?
mate.
What are you on about trappy? It's at a dog.
Look.
It's at a dog track.
Hair's running.
Trap 6. What? Brentford, Chelsea. Right, while he's waiting, I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to say 2-2. Desmond 2-2. You shut up for 2 minutes. Richie, go on, big man.
2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford for Richie, the big gooner.
Yeah, Richie hates Chelsea. He hates Chelsea.
Okay.
I just put that out there.
Okay.
On our group, from where they come from, Chelsea stink.
Okay.
They stink more than the Yids.
We don't have many Chelsea fans around here, do we?
Good. We don't want any around here.
Right.
What
do you say? 2-1 Brentford, yeah?
2-1 Brentford.
What are you going for?
Draw.
You going for
score draw?
A score draw.
Yeah.
1-1, 2-1.
Whatever.
Score
draw.
Score draw for the big
I'm not
man.
naming numbers.
Right, we've got 4 to go. We've been on about 3 hours already. Right.
Southampton win. Away win.
We ain't got there yet.
Got there,
We're going to Craven
I
Cottage.
just saw that one. I just saw that.
Fulham, 9th. Can't shut these up, can you? But don't forget, tune into WEBBY'S World. If you like what you see, you like what you hear.
Free subscription.
Free subscription. It is the predictions for Saturday,
Ring
Sunday.
the bell.
And if we go, I'll ring your bell in a minute, I'm telling you.
Please do.
Right, shut up. So, I'm sorry, I do apologise for this, man. He hasn't been on for a couple of weeks.
I'm getting excited.
And he's showing up as his big pal Rich is here. Right, Craven Cottage, Fulham taking on top of the table Liverpool, who they had a chance to win 4 cups, and now those 3's gone. They're down to 1.
Yeah, Terry, what you got to say about that?
Yeah.
You moody scouser.
Yeah. So they lost in the Carabao Cup 2-1, as you know, to Newcastle. Phenomenal team. Well done, Newcastle. They deserved it. Champions League got kicked out by PSG. What a team to follow.
And then Plymouth knocks them out the
FA Cup, yeah.
The Pilgrims.
Down
your neck of the woods.
That's a bit
past you, but you know,
yeah.
they still talk like farmers.
Yeah, they do.
They do that down there, don't they?
Well, if it's not so noisy, you can't hear us very well. It's because we're looking at the Atlantic Ocean, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, I'll show you before we go. Right, Fulham, Liverpool. What do you reckon?
Home win.
They say that. They say it because that's what they want.
That's what I want. Someone's got to beat Liverpool this season.
I'm going exactly the same. My heart says Fulham.
Yeah.
And I think Fulham tied it at home.
Yeah.
they tied it up.
And to be fair,
Right,
against the bigger teams,
Yeah.
Fulham play better because it works for them.
Yeah.
When they're having to take the game to the teams, they're not so good. But I fancy Fulham.
Desmond 2-2. I think it should be goals. I think it'd be a good game to watch, to go through. I'm going to go 2-2. Right, 3 to go. Let's go down to.
What one's on tomorrow then? Oh, that tomorrow.
Those are tomorrow, and that's on Monday.
Oh right.
So we got 5 today, 4 tomorrow, and 1 on Monday.
4 tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Let's go to White Hart Lane, 14th place. Yeah, 14th place for Tottenham. What is it with you, boy? What's that?
Ain't they 15th yet?
No.
They will be. They will be.
After this game.
Yeah.
They're 14th in the league at this moment in time. All right?
Yeah. They'll be 15th. West Ham will go above them. With West Ham with a push Tottenham down.
You're taking this over, eh? You're not taking this serious, this job, are you? All what I pay you.
Hold
this
on.
big
You
salary.
never even bought me an iPad. I used to come down with a paper pad. You promised me and Terry up, and
You don't bring
that's why
nothing.
Terry left.
You don't bring nothing now.
No, 'cause I've got your book now. Just look your book.
Okay,
There's no
sorry
women
everybody.
over there. Stop looking over. There's no women over there, mate. Don't want to give you a slap.
You'll give me a big slap.
Get on this.
Right, white hot leg. Come on.
Yeah.
So, right, I spoke to Foggy. I said, Foggy, you're coming on the show. He'll be on the show in May. Well, I think season's finished anyway then. Right, he
We'll
says.
be for him.
Yeah, we'll be.
finished today.
Spurs say.
He said Spurs, Southampton 3-1. So Foggy's gone
3-1 to
3-1
Southampton.
to Tottenham.
3-1 to Southampton, Foggy. Is that what I'm hearing?
Why do I bother? Why do I
I'll
bother?
say it for him. Home win.
Home win.
Yeah.
Richie, come on, big man. Tottenham say
Do you know what? I think it's going to score draw.
a score draw.
Score draw.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Yeah, and I think Aaron's going to have a blinding game. Yeah.
Mate, Ramsdale, go on a Rambo.
Foggy, I'm on your side, but only very, very slowly. I can't see Southampton scoring. I really can't.
But can you see them scoring though?
Yeah, I can just 1-0. Solanke.
Who? Sonny? Solanke?
Solanke 1-0.
With 020.
He looked poor Thursday. Son has lost it a little bit, but I think he's a great player. I don't know what's happened. I really don't.
I do.
wish him.
You know, can I just say also, if they don't win,
Yeah.
I think he's gone. End.
Do you reckon?
I think he's gone.
I reckon end of the season
They
anyway.
can't beat the bottom club.
I reckon end of the
Uh-oh.
season he's gone anyway. Either way.
No, I
Because
think
he's not going to get in the top 10.
I think you're right, Richie. If you don't beat bottom, and don't forget Spurs. Southampton has only got 10 points. They only had 9 up until last week. They got a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Was it
They need
Wednesday?
11, didn't they? 12
yeah,
to beat the record.
the record ever. Unbelievable. But you never know, do you? Never know. Right, let's go to Old Trafford, to my second team, Man United. 13th
Derby, is that on Sunday?
taking on Man City, who
Whoa,
are 5th in the league.
nice.
My big pal, Big Sam, is staying in the pretty race. He was here yesterday, 6'4", 27 stone.
No, Friday. He gets here today, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was yesterday.
Of course it was.
Can you keep
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just doing
So
some
Big
mate.
Sam is, you're my big Man United fan.
much.
You just say yes to Sammy. Lovely fella, lovely. So Sammy, love you, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 4:30. Table's already booked. So Man
Where are you
United.
going?
What over at?
Oh, is he a Man United fan, is he?
Oh, Sammy is all massive Man United
He's a
fan.
sweaty sock though, isn't he? Is he a jock?
No.
Or
Chris,
is he from Manchester? Is he
he's
from
a
Manchester?
big Man United fan.
I thought he was from Scotland though. So I mean, to see
No.
why I said he was from
No,
Scotland.
not Big Sammy. No,
You
no.
sure?
Yeah, 100%.
I know he's your Matthews mate, because Matthew said, "No, I've got a mate coming over."
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he did the doors for 30 years at Catterick.
Okay.
And then he would do the doors at
Because
his
the army,
yeah.
Gaff, yeah.
And he works in the army as the manager of the maintenance in there as well. So
Fucking hell.
yeah, he's got a lot of behind the scenes. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll see him. Lovely. Right, Man United, Man City. What do you reckon? They lost Haaland. Don't forget Man City. 5 to 7 weeks, but he hasn't been in form anyway, has he?
Score draw. They're both
Richie
form.
boy, what do you reckon?
I think Man City, even without Ireland, they were so poor against Forest in the week.
Oscar
Yeah,
Bob's back as well.
Yeah. Right.
Was he? 3 year.
Right. So what you say?
Score
draw. Man City.
1-0 City.
I'm going to go Man United. Got it.
Obviously.
We're going, Dave. Yeah.
Obviously,
2-1 Man
Ireland.
United. 2-1 Man United. Defo.
Yeah.
I think they'll do Man City. I really do. Right. Last game of this week. Well, Monday night. Filbert Street, Leicester City.
Rubbish game.
19th in the league. Taking
Oh,
on
yeah,
6.
that
Yeah, but I know. But listen, Newcastle. All right. For 6, they've got a game in hand. If they win that, they go 4th. I think they go 4th. I
My
think.
mate Joe would be happy. Listen, if they get top 6, the Geordies will be over the moon because they're already in Europe with the cup.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to Europe with the cup. They're happy. They want Champions League. Of course they do.
When you say Joe, you're little Joe.
Yeah, the one you met on my who was here for my
Gotcha,
birthday.
okay. But there's another
Joe
Joe
Straker.
that's we did have a place here. Lovely guy. His grandson is O'Reilly, plays for Man City, who had the 2 assists.
Right, so the Joe you're talking about
Yeah.
is the blonde fella.
Yes.
Was seeing Sarah lived up on my complex.
Yes.
Is that his grandson?
Grandson O'Reilly, he had 2 assists for
Wow,
Man
yes,
City.
he brought him on as a
He-
sub.
yeah,
Big hair, the big mixed race kid
big
with
son.
the hair.
Yeah, O'Reilly.
That's his grandson.
That's his grandson.
Oh, brilliant.
and
Well
they-
done, Joe. Nice one.
Man
he
City-
kept that quiet.
Yeah, right, yeah,
He's
you-
always been a Man City fan. He's come in my bar and drive me mad
yeah,
about Man City.
Yeah, definitely.
brilliant.
So 2 assists, came on second half. 2-1 they won at Bournemouth, and he got the 2.
Well, now we know why he ain't here no more. Now
Yeah.
his grandson's made it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
going to Florida and Jamaica and Antigua Tenerisse's a thing of the past.
Right, Leicester Newcastle. Before we go any further, I want a big shout out to my next door neighbour, Big Mick, Leicester City fan. Sorry, big boy, but you know they're poor. They're going down. Even Vardy can't score. He's going to have a new contract. Too old.
No more new contracts of Vardy, man. Come on.
He either drops down or he goes on a coaching
Go
role.
back to Halifax or something like that.
And a big shout out to me pal Sean, who lives in Brazil with his beautiful wife.
We know Sean.
Big shout out to
He's
you.
one of us, one of the Baldies.
Yeah, big shout out to you, big man. And Newcastle United.
He was in my quiz team.
Was he? Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
the
he was.
football quiz?
Yeah, he was.
I
wasn't
kept winning. Do you remember?
Come on,
Yeah,
Remember the quiz I kept winning?
Yeah, because I give.
And then you bought in a team of ringers.
Yeah,
And they couldn't beat me either until the second
Oh,
time.
shut up.
You remember that?
Listen to me.
Do you remember the team you gave me?
Listen, self-praise, no recommendation, all right? And listen, when you go, have a shave. I've had a
I
shave.
can't afford the razors, I'm skint,
I've had a
mate.
shave today. Look at
I've
me.
got no money,
Look at
man.
his- Look at his
It's
proper.
It's all I've done is the look, man. You got the look.
I've always had the look,
Exactly.
haven't I?
La,
No, you know what I'm
la,
saying,
la,
sir? And a big shout out to me, all me good Newcastle fans. Big Ray, who I did the vlog with a couple of weeks ago. That was a funny 10-minute vlog.
Well, we know it's going to be a poor game, so Newcastle have to win it as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's got to be a away win. Leicester can't buy a win.
I think Newcastle will win 3-1. I think
That's who Leicester lost to the other night. City played Leicester.
Yeah, they did 2-0.
Give them licks,
Yeah, we got it.
Leicester no good.
Right, do yourself a favour, shut up for two, let's get the big man on.
Yeah, get on.
Yeah, because that's what he's come
Get
down
on,
for.
Rich,
He
get
doesn't
on.
want to listen to you every flipping time.
He's been sitting to me tonight. We're out for a curry tonight.
Yeah,
Can't
tip
wait.
off, yeah.
Big fat ruby in my belly.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
Rich, your turn.
So right, come on, so
Right,
Leicester
you-
City, Newcastle.
I won't go 4-0, Geordies. Yeah,
4-0.
Leicester.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised.
And Isaac, if Isaac's playing, mate, he'd be licking his lips for that one.
I'm telling you.
Right, before we
Brilliant, man.
before we go, this Leicester game, I think they lost it on somebody 2 weeks ago, and the crowd was down
United.
to half.
United, would it?
No, they lost it on, and they lost 3-0 or something.
What? They was half walking out.
Oh, it's half an hour to go. It was empty.
Yeah, but I'm not saying because it's Arsenal.
No.
Last season,
Yeah.
we emptied stadium. We emptied so many stadiums. By half time, we were beating team 3 or 4-0.
Yeah.
We've done it West Ham
Right.
6-2, Southampton,
Sheffield
United. I mean,
Yeah.
we emptied untold Forest. We emptied loads of stadiums last
Okay,
season.
right.
Do you know?
Right, before we go, Isaac, all right?
Alexander, goal scoring
Top
machine.
goal scorer for Newcastle. He's flying. Now, number one, what's he worth? And number two, if they don't get Champions League, does he leave? Should he leave? Does he want him to leave?
I've-
Get them up.
Go on.
Go on, Bridgie.
I think Newcastle already said, didn't they? It's a well
Documented.
yeah.
Yeah.
Premier record.
Okay.
You know, I think we're looking at 135
Yeah.
minimum.
So they say,
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't need to sell him. He's on a contract. Don't need to sell him. They're a wealthy club. They're in Europe, you know,
yeah.
and I think they'll make him stay.
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
replace someone like that?
He's class, isn't he?
I think the bidding starts at 150. You go in at 150, you get him.
You're not, yeah, but you're not going
That's
to
the
go.
bidding.
You're not going to go more
No,
than that.
but that's it. That's where it starts.
Who's playing at Liverpool?
That's right. And
They
many,
ain't got the money. They
but how
ain't got
many
the money.
clubs could pay it? You've only got to go
Right.
PSG.
Well, they
or
reckon
Real
Arsenal
Madrid.
have got a treasure chest this year, 300 grand.
Have they?
300 million.
Yeah.
Arsenal have. And
Yeah.
if they can get 300 million off the yank, well, that buys it.
Well, you're not going. Well, listen. There's another big one.
We've got 11 players coming out the door as well.
Okay. Well, you're after Gyökeres,
Yes,
Right.
big talk for him.
but it's you or Man United. The reason why is because Gyökeres played for Coventry,
Yeah.
Swedish international, scores every single
No
week.
African Cup of Nations
No.
to go to. None of that.
I said when he played for
He's
Cov,
played in
he
England.
was phenomenal.
Played
Phenomenal.
at Coventry, played at Brighton.
Yeah.
He speaks English. We went to Lisbon.
Yeah,
We smashed them 5-1.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he was a shining light.
for sure.
He didn't score the goal.
No.
But what he does on that pitch,
He
On
runs.
his own.
strength,
On his own
He
as
runs.
well.
strength
Getting
of
no
him.
support
and he
whatsoever.
just runs and runs. He runs the whole front line.
We bought him for just over $1 million from Brighton.
Sold him for 11
Sold him-
plus the sell-on fee.
No, we got more than that. Got
Well,
20
you would know, because you got half of it.
Yeah, we got more than that. So now when we get the sell-up, we want a big lump
Get a
back.
big cost
So
back,
we're going to get
cost.
15% or whatever
Yeah.
it goes for. So you're talking probably 8 to 10
I'd
million.
have him over Sesko. My first choice is obviously Isak.
Yeah.
But if I can't have Isak, I'll have Gyökeres.
Okay. So that's the thing. Right, listen. We've been how many minutes is that?
34.
Unbelievable. One of the longest because we've had a great
Yeah,
conversation.
it's been good.
Because we haven't been on for quite
Because
a
we're
while.
talking the real talk.
The real
football,
talk.
mate. It's what we want.
So
That's
before-
what they want.
Before we go, massive shout to Foggy the Explorer. If you're not subscribed to him, get your fingers out on the computer or whatever, or your phone. But big shout out to me pal Nigel Jemson, ex-Nottingham Forest, Liam Grimshaw, me pal, and also don't forget Ian Allinson and Lee Allinson. Hemel Hempstead playing tomorrow.
Ex-Arsenal.
Good
Arsenal.
What a job they've done. Oh, he took over his son Lee, 6th of December. They're about 6th from the bottom. They're 9th now. There's about 2014. Not 9th, top. Phenomenal. I know you're joking. It wasn't funny. And they shut up, I'll knock you out in a minute. They do my head in you.
I love it.
And I know you do. They've won 10, I think, drawn 6 and lost 4. They've done phenomenal with no money. So well done to Lee and Ian Allinson. All right, so get in a bit.
Sorry.
So, right, all we're going to say now, we're going to say cheerio. Now, first and foremost, before we go, I want you to say cheerio to whoever. Do you want to say any wishes to anybody, please?
I want to say
big
thank you to everybody who came over from our 60th. Right, every single one of you done me proud, and I'm glad you came. My family, my friends, you know, new friends, old friends. It was a magnificent week, and I've still got one night left with this man and his wife tonight, and I can't wait. Thank you, everyone.
Well, that's a good check. Richie, anybody you want to say hello to or whatever, please, big man?
Obviously, all the boys are on here anyway. They're all going to be watching.
Yeah.
But I want to put a big shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a fellow I met round by the pool, hear me out. Yeah. Blades fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Sheffield United.
Yeah. Only because he was telling me they've been steady all season.
Yeah.
They're top of the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't sort of like thrash anyone.
No.
But they've just been steady all the way through. And I just think Chris Wilder's done a great job over there. So let's talk about, you know, somebody outside the Premiership. Yeah. And you know, whether they'll be good enough to play in the Premiership again next season, probably not.
No.
But and I look forward to actually beating them.
Yeah, good. I
love to their stadium. But no, credit where credit's due. The Blade's been superb all season.
Yeah.
Well, I'll confirm that because Coventry went there last Friday. They beat us 3-1. Chris Wilder's done a great job, and they bought 2 of our top players at Coventry. Callum O'Hare, who's a Coventry lad. He's not getting the game every week, and obviously Hamer. Or else he absolutely. I've met him here. He was here in Tenerife last year. My pal Neil met him, and he's played Eleviskin. He's got a great free kick he did against us last week. So 2 great players, and well done to Sheffield United. And I think they got a great chat. So either them, Leeds or Burnley, 2 out of the 3, automatic to the Prem.
Yeah. And do you know what else? Though? When Chris Wilder took the job again, everyone said that is such a poor appointment. He took you down, and you've gone backwards and gone and employed him. Well, look what he's done.
Yeah.
He's done unbelievably
right.
well. He loves
big man, love you.
Lovely to see you,
and
mate.
you, top boy.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for
pleasure.
having me on.
Thanks for the invite, son.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it, mate.
Absolutely superb. Listen, this is what we want every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. If you want to come on the show with a big man
I'll
in
do
me,
every morning if you want.
I know you will. If you want to come on the show, send me a comment. And if you're a football man, whether you, even if 2nd division or 3rd division, doesn't matter. If you're knowledgeable, then I'll get you on. We'll have a bit of fun and we'll send it all around the world. So all I'm going to say is, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, this is WEBBY'S World. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, football predictions. Have a great weekend, and I hope your football team wins. So from the 3 of us, you take care, everybody.
See you later.
Take care. Bye.